Hey guys, Starkiller here, and I wanted to do a video just on my what I like about the Pokemon games, so the main series games, and this video was meant to be a Pokemon facts video. I said I was gonna do that, but it's taken a while for me to get this video together. To be honest, being a bit lazy about it, but I'll get it done eventually. It's gonna be a theory actually. It's quite an interesting one, so stay tuned for that. I just thought I haven't uploaded for a little while, quite a few weeks, and I thought, you know, better get a video out before you guys start, unsubscribing. No, just kidding, but really. Anyway, just thought I'd do a loose video about what I like about the Pokemon games. So my first point is the nostalgia. So what I mean by that is, as a kid, playing with others and telling each other about rare Pokemon we found. So you remember those days. Um, Excuse me, I have allergies. Uh, well, you remember those days as a kid, when you were Pokemon was a hot thing, so I remember around about 2003, 2002 with the other kids there. We were playing Fire and Leaf Green at the time, and even Ruby and Sapphire, and Pokemon was a thing. Yu-Gi-Oh was a competitor too. It was like a yo-yo between Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. But when Pokemon was hot, we were all battling each other with this wireless adapter that came with Fire and Leaf Green. Sometimes you had to buy one separately as well. But yeah, we were playing together on that, and it was great fun, good times. And every time we saw like a rare Pokemon, a Pokemon exclusive version to that game, like Magmar. I think it was exclusive to Leaf Green, I believe. I could be wrong. And it was definitely like I said, guys, I found this Magmar, and they were like, "What? How'd you do that?" And, rumors like you can get Groudon in Cerulean Cave, and that you couldn't do that, but people were telling me that. It was a whole big thing, and nostalgia playing Pokemon when you were younger. It still carries you to the day, and that's one of the reasons I really like Pokemon. My second point is the villains. So, Team Rocket, Team Magma, Team Aqua, Team. Oh, what is it? Team Galactic, I think. The one of Cyrus as leader, and especially with the original games and Fire and Leaf Green. Those are my favorites. Fire and Leaf Green. I might do a video on that some other time. Giovanni, just I don't know. He's always been my favorite, especially from the anime. He's just like one of those cool bosses, um, with the trench coat and the hat. I don't know. He's just a really cool boss to me. And the villains, it sort of made up the main story of the Pokemon games all the time, and oh, it was just so fun taking on Giovanni and even Cyrus and Platinum and Diamond and Pearl. It was just so fun to do that. And the villains really made up the main portion of the game, and you have to figure out how to take them down. And oh, it was just really fun. Third point, legendary battles. So that's encounters with legendary Pokemon having to use the Master Ball. Yeah. I think we all remember fighting Mewtwo at Cerulean Cave, and the urge not to use your Master Ball and to sort of use it on the roaming Pokemon like Susane. I say Susane. I know everyone says Suicune, but I say Susane. That's sticking out. I prefer Susane. Don't start a war in the comments, please. Raikou and Entei, those are the roaming Pokemon in Fire and Leaf Green, and or even Latios and Latias and Ruby and Sapphire. And you sort of like wanted to use that Master Ball, and I'll make a confession. I use my Master Ball on Zapdos. I always preferred Zapdos, guys. I mean, that was my favorite bird. It still is, in a way. I use it competitively sometimes. I used it in the Kanto Classic tournament. It was on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and yeah, it's like you got one Master Ball. What are you going to use it on? And that was always very interesting. And legendary battles. Some of the most iconic ones would be Giratina in Origin form in the Distortion world. That was so iconic. That was some battle. Mewtwo was another one, just a classic battle. Even the Mew glitch in Red and Blue, which I don't count as a cheating because it probably wasn't there on purpose, but you can exploit it, and it's the only way to get Mew. So I thought all those were interesting, and there's other ones like the Groudon. They made that quite epic in Omega Ruby for me, and I think I had to use my Master Ball for him. And Ho and Lugia, those were kind of epic battles in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Um, Also, you guys can let me know what your favorite legendary battles were in the comments. I'd like to, chat with you guys about that. My fourth point is playing with others. That's what Pokemon's always been about. Even before the Wi-Fi came around, locally playing with others. That was, you know, that was the main thing. Um, Pokemon's meant to be trading to get every Pokemon, the exclusives from each game, and it was just so fun to play with others and see who's the best player. Really, that was really good fun. Um, my final point. There's other things, but I can't remember right now. There's so many more things about Pokemon that I can talk about in the future, I guess. But my last point would be the single player, and now that's Pokemon. Before the Wi-Fi came around, and even now, Nintendo seems to always prefer the single player. They've got a lot more Wi-Fi available these days. Of course, online is the main attraction for many gamers. A lot of games are online only as well. But Pokemon has always been about the single player, and it still is. Um, the single player's always been the main component. Going through the story, catching all the Pokemon, and interacting with all the NPCs. I always enjoyed that. That can come under the heading of this as well. Interacting with NPCs, just going in people's houses, which was always strange. You don't knock the door, you can just walk in to people's houses, which is always funny. But that's Pokemon for you. And talking to all the characters, and I just love that stuff. So guys, if you want to leave a comment and say what you love about Pokemon, the Pokemon games, the main Pokemon games, just those, and yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll reply back obviously. And the next video will be a Pokemon theory, but it's gonna take a while to get out, especially because I'm getting busy again at this time next week, and yeah, being a bit lazy to be honest. Um, yeah, I hope to get that out sometime. No guarantees though, but it will come out eventually. So thanks guys for watching this video. This was just a quick unscripted video. I just thought I've been seeing these other YouTubers do tag videos. I was watching Extreme Arcanide's tag video, like his Pokemon journey, and I just thought I wanted to share something like that. What I think is great about the Pokemon games. So thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you in the comments. Alright, see you guys next time.